Hello there, and as usual, I'm Aaron from LastStandGamers, and welcome. So today we're taking a look at another beautiful creation from the Steam Workshop. Now this is the Andromeda, designed by Goodzig, and I have to say it is a perfect piece of external and interior design. We've seen some of his work in his past, and it does really compare. It's taking it up to that next level. Now I'm not usually attracted to square boxy ships like this, but since of its category as a private sort of luxury sail for the high-end, high-class sort of people, it really kind of fits it in. It has this sort of pinstriping of a private yacht, or even just a very posh and expensive camper van. Very nice indeed to look at. You see, as we work down the sides, we've got the airlock there at the front, we've got a little bit of name tape, as well as these windows dotted across the craft. And as we come to the rear of the ship, we've got these nice little engine cells, and everything seems to have its place. Everything's piped in really nicely, as well as the air vents coming to the back. Now, while we're at the back of the ship, we're looking at a quadruple sort of engine cell with a central thruster here, and a little bit of mood lighting, just what you need near your engine bay. Now, coming to the top of the ship, we've got a number of different solar panels, and he's added detail in an area that could just be quite flat. He's added a number of different ribs, and it's made it feel like there's vents and all sorts of stuff going on here. You can see we've got these beautiful little solar panels that are engaged, and he's even added a little detail of a few electrical grids up there on top. Very nice little bit of detail work. As we come towards the front of the ship, we've got the skylight to the briefing room that I can't wait to show you inside a little bit later. You can have a look at the hints of the signs in there. And as we come to the front of the ship, we actually have a little hatch here. Now if I pop this little hatch up, this is a sort of escape hatch up to the area, and we can actually just do some maintenance within that escape hatch here. So we can just pop open, check our beacons, turn them on and off, and maybe it's just an emergency sort of escape hatch up there. Maybe escape hatch is not the best name for it, just emergency access hatch would probably be the best name for it. So as we come to the front, we've got this very boxy sort of cabin area, some lights on either side, air vents, and we've got more hydrogen thrusters. And because this ship is equipped with hydrogen thrusters, it means it can land on a planet. So let's head towards the back area here. So now we're going to actually begin the interior part of the tour. We're going to close this door up behind us. We've got two buttons. The top one is the light switch, so we can turn the lights off in the hangar bay, and it's illuminated by this beautiful little blue glow. But we'll turn them back on so we can actually see what we're doing. And there's the hangar door sealing up, locking in place. Beautiful. And something that's really cool about this little room, hidden behind this shutter, is this little storage unit where you can access your tools. I'll close the shutter down. There you go, you can see the shutter just protects your tool cabinet when you're not needing them, keeps it out of the way, and just keeps it looking nice. Now in this little display area, we have detailed sort of important areas of the hydrogen oxygen cargo as a quick reference, and then we've also got a component summary on the right. So when you're building, maintaining your ship, you can quickly reference that and continue on with your build. Now coming up into this area, we've got a camera of course, so we can view what's going on, but we're going to pop open this airlock. So we can activate the airlock there. We can also turn the light off in the hangar, so let's do that. As we leave this room, hangar lights off, pressure is stabilizing. We've got a little bit of a first aid bay, some suit lockers. Let's actually equalize the pressure. There we go, pressure equalizing, and we should be able to access this next area. There we go. So now we're actually in the hull of the ship and the pressure is stabilized. We've got the window that obviously looks into the hangar bay where we've just been. If I turn my lights on, you can see the hangar bay. And then in this area we have a little bit of a crew quarters. So this is where the crew would be sleeping, not the executives, not the rich high-ranking people. And you've got the sign up to the living quarters here. Through this little hatch we have something like a little bit of a server room that I quite like the idea of. You come in here, we've got some servers, we've got some information on the stats. This is, hello again Dave, a little bit of a pun there. All systems are normal. We've got a nice little keypad, very detailed. And then we've got numerous different blocks here. Very nice. I love a very detailed interior. There's nothing like it. Let's actually raise up the elevator. So if we press one of these switches here, you can see the elevator goes up. Listen to that. Whoa. It's just so immersive. Lovely. Now on both sides here we have an airlock. So airlock there, airlock on that side. We also have a button to call the elevator. Many people have built elevators in the past and they've simply forgot to call them up to the floor. But that's a nice little feature there. You've got access on pretty much 2 or 3 corners at the side. But let's go into the bridge of the ship. Normally a place that I'll explore last. But we'll go in here first. So as I sit in a chair, we hit number 1. And by hitting number 1, it turns the chair around to the front and turns on all these blocks. Look how cool that is. We've got a user manual on the left. We have systems on the right. Now watch this. Watch how cool this is. I'm going to access number 2. You'll see some of the systems power up in the middle. And listen to that sort of glowing noise. We've got some sort of globe and this rotating block in the center. Very cool indeed. Lovely. And we've got the remote control block. We've also got 9 and we can access a few of the ship systems. But we'll head back to here when we want to control this. So let's turn off that system in the center. We'll disactivate, beautiful, and we'll turn that off. And we'll rotate back around into this position. Lovely idea. Now, something I do like about his design of this ship is he's made a lot of exceptions in case you mess things up. Now, say you've left your cockpit seat in the forward position, but you want to return it to the rear position, you can simply access the button here. So you can see the chair rotates and comes back into that position so you can actually hop aboard. Very nice indeed. But let's continue on and we'll head towards the rear of the ship. Now, in this central area, we've seen through the skylight the briefing room. But you've not seen the detail in this room itself. We've got like a little coffee brew-up machine here, I'm guessing. Mr. Coffee. We've got numerous little signs of different industries. This is sort of a brief... I guess this is like a high-level conference room when you're traveling between planets. Maybe you're a large sort of trade dealer. I don't know. You have to make it up for yourself. We've got holograms. So first off, if we access that, you'll see the hologram pops up. So this could be the symbol of the globe empire. I don't know, whatever you want to call it. And now in the next one, we've got lights on and off, so you can see the hologram a little bit better. We'll turn that back on. Now, we also have button switches down here, and I'll give you a verbal demo so we don't get any copyright. That is basically what we'll play. But we'll head out of the briefing room, and I'll show you the exterior corridor. On the left exterior corridor, we've got this nice little medical bay. Maybe someone's got a cut, maybe someone's fallen over, broken a leg. You can quickly patch up with this first aid station. And we've got the catwalk that actually loops around there as well. So heading out the briefing room, once again, we're going to enter into the rear quarter area. Now, beyond this point, we've got restricted access through the middle, but to the right, we've got a luxury cabin for one of the executives, perhaps, a double bed, shelves, really nice detail, a little bit of a poster there on the right, as well as another poster there. Together with you, we explore the universe, very detailed, love it. And then over here, we've got a little bit of a reporting area, so we can report in, talk to things. We can, you have a new email, this little console says, from Admiral Akbar, it's a trap. Oh, love it, love it. Right, we'll head into this area. This is the toilet, of course, a very important room on any spaceship. Many people forget about this, but you've got to really prioritize this, especially with your shower necessities, as well as a hot and cold level on the tap. Got a little bit of a shower plug in the bottom. Love the detailing. I love the little choice of modded blocks, as well as a spiral sort of flushing toilet. And we've got some life support systems, because it's very important when you're on the toilet that you know how your heart rate is going by this machine is showing. At least you're alive. If you pass out in the toilet, someone can come in and save you. But heading across here, we've got a little bit of a bar area, so when the executives are not discussing business, they can come in here, watch the telly, and also have a Mr. Coffee, maybe access this very sort of 2D bar, since we don't have actual bars in space. And we've got this little coffee table, we can look out the window and have a nice coffee. Beautiful. Now we'll head into the restricted access area, authorized personnel only. So as we head into here, we've got everything labeled. So we've got reactor control room in the center. To the left, we have the oxygen storage. We'll go in here now. Oxygen tanks. We've got displays showing each of the systems. And over here, we also have I think this is basically an on-off switch. There we go. On-off switch for the oxygen generators. Always nice to know. We've got some lockers here at the side for the crew when we're exploring this area. We've got the hydrogen storage on this side, and you can see hydrogen tanks are 100% full. Very nicely detailed. Look what he's done with the hydrogen tanks here in the side. He's connected two together and added this little panel, as well as these detailing bits on the side, as well as these vents that tend to have the lights in above. Very nice, very well thought out, and that's what I like to see. So heading into this area, we have a decontamination chamber. So what we're going to do is hit this switch. It'll seal the door behind us. It will decontaminate. That is a glass door behind us. See the red lights flashing. We're now decontaminated, and we can head within to the radioactive reactor room. I love this little room. It feels really secure. We've got the camera there. We've got a little bit of ice tanks and the cargo storage of them. And this one gives kind of the system details of the whole ship. We've got the battery status on the left. We've got solar panels on the left as well. Fuel status in the bottom right. We've also got status of the reactors, as well as some different sort of outputs of the power. Very nice indeed. And it says system admin there as well. So if we head to this area, we can actually disengage the reactor if we want. We've also got this panel over here that talks about the uranium tanks and the way to fill them through that little bit of a hatch. But here, we can actually turn the shields of this door. So we want to protect this reactor. Maybe someone's breached in. We can close up the shields, but we'll just reclose them and open them back up. We also have the jump drive that we can turn on and off. That's above us there. So if I take that box, you'll see the jump drive goes off. And it looks like it's been piped into the actual reactor as well, that I really like. So there's a little bit of a display. Very nicely bit of detail. And then we have the reactor online, but we can turn the reactor offline. And you see, as I turn it offline, it all goes black, starts flashing. Another cool feature is it separates, and the power's gone off on the ship. We've got backup power coming online now. So what I'm going to do is reactivate the reactor. So now that we're actually back up the bridge, we're going to actually start taking control of this ship. So we're going to access the remote control block, and we should be able to access all the controls from here. You can see the panel at the bottom. We're going to bring up the landing gears. Landing gears have retracted. I'm going to see if we can actually bring this ship into the air. There we go. Now, when you're dealing with a ship of this sort of category, you've got to be very careful indeed. So let's see if we can get back outside, and we'll bring it forward and see what sort of acceleration we've got. Wow, the acceleration of this ship is beautiful. Look at that. Nothing seems to have torn off, broken, or ripped apart at this moment in time as we're increasing the sort of speed itself. Very nice, beautiful. We're getting up to 37. Not the fast acceleration, but it's not a racing ship. This is a sort of cruise liner sort of category, I guess you could say. Very nice indeed. Anyway, I'd like to thank you guys for watching, and definitely check out this ship on the workshop itself. We'll give it a steep bank before we go, see if anything tears off. No, it's looking pretty good. A little bit laggy, but still a lovely ship. Anyway, I'd like to thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you next time.